Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Grimloper, episode 8. We are in Quonset, if you don't recognize this already. And, go ahead and grab that. How much water do we have? You know what? Let's just keep that much of water. So, we are on the hunt for tools. And saplings, I guess I should say. Let's find a spot for this excess clothes. I don't want to put it in a container. I don't want to carry it around. Back up. I meant to drop you. Drop that. Drop that. And these. And actually, you know what? Let's change those. These are slightly better. Drop those. Wouldn't hurt to find some shoes. Drop that too. Try to lighten the load here a little bit. I think something else we can do. Have we read any of this? No. We have some time left in that. So drop this one and this one. Do want to put some time into these. What else can we? Probably put the hooks away. And leave this behind. Leave all of these. Because if we're going to make water, we'll do it here. All right. So again, once again, weather permitting, we're going to go on a hunt for the hammer. I think we should take at least some coal just to keep warm. All these fuses from the tails. All right, let's peek out here and see. Oh. What a nice day. It just sounds really windy. Okay, how much food do we have? Not a ton. All right. You know what? Get a drink. All right, we're going to go up this way like that. There's another house that's up the hill here. Most of the time it's burnt down in interloper settings, so. But the road leads up and around towards the Firewatch. And there's a couple of cabins, and there's the trailers up there, and we just kind of need to head up that way. Probably cold. This is not good. We may be turning right back around. So this house is burnt down. Let's go up to this plane crash really quick. Probably going to turn right back around, head back to Quonset. Don't have time for the burdock. See if we can find any helpful clothing. Not helpful, but I'll take it. Still not good. Clothing, but not anything to get excited about.
I can't feel my hands.
All right, we're heading back. Oh, the shadows look so cool. Something as simple as a shadow had so much depth. Oh, you ran right into a snowbank there, Aster. That wasn't very bright. I don't know who the hell is controlling you. All right, there goes the cold.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Come on. Go in here and take a 1 hour nap. I have ripped all the cold out of you. I think this is the part that's the most frustrating right now. It's just we can't explore. This is very Dead World-esque in this sense, because that's the same thing. There were areas that you could have probably found more supplies, but the weather just tears you up. And it was a nice day. You know what? Leave that behind, because I'm so afraid I'm going to use it for tinder. And all we need to do is find one more. All right. Let's get warmed back up. All right, let's try again. Warmer part of the day coming. Wind does not help. Well, we'll duck in here. Warm back up again. Don't necessarily want to start a fire and cook a bunch of teas. We don't even have the... If I had the flask, I might be a little more interested in that prospect. But hey, you didn't check the oven when you were here. Not very good. All right, let's just... Something tells me I'm gonna regret this decision here. Well, if we stay out of the wind... Well, at least this trailer's fairly close. We can warm back up again. Getting to the little houses up the hill there. A little longer road. No hammer.
I think I can use this.
Now let's roll the dice. What's the worst that can happen? Interesting picture. All right, let's see if we can get up to the next. Hello, bear. Nice to know you're around. Coastal's going to be the place where we get our bear skins at. All right. You're labeled to go up that way. Can I do that? Can I cheat? Cut the corner? Well, we know the existence of 2 bears in Coastal. I guess that's worth noting. That would give us a ton of food. And 1 coat. Desperately need a coat. Thank goodness we're not as cold as we were a few minutes ago. Maybe we poke our heads in Cinderhill Mine and we go grab that stem and grab a few pieces of coal. Okay, let's see if we get any love here at the watchtower. The abandoned lookout. The whole island's abandoned, wouldn't it? Why does the lookout get special treatment? Just in case. It's the rope. Nope. So we, or I mean, whetstone.
Very useful.
Camera film we will probably never use. How warm's the bed? Let's head over to the mine.
All I can think about is food.
Maybe the miners left you something. It'll only be like 20, 30 years old. It won't be there. We didn't bring the lantern with us. Wasn't really planning on coming up here. I see you're hungry, Ashley. I'm working on it. I was hoping to come in here and find tidbits, but we may have to feed you something here real quick. Just here, eat one of these. Cattails are starting to get thin. All right, let's go down to this first segment here where the stem is. Seeing how we can grab this and give us a little bit of a cushion for oopses.
This'll come in handy.
No. Have shoes that are just as bad. There you go. Let's risk that one. Got that? Okay. We'll grab that stuff on the way back. What I want to do up here is get this stem. If it's here. It is. And then I'll make sure to leave here with about half a dozen pieces of coal. Snag one there. We already have 2 different types of tools. I'm going to leave this here, and if we want to, we can take that to Pleasant Valley. We have tools there. So this buys us a bit of mistake
I think I can use
recovery.
this.
How many coal do we have? 5. All right. Take you, and we pick no more coal. All right, let's get out of here. Just in case we need to make a tea and drink it. Now, one other spot that I didn't think about where the hammer could be, I don't know if it spawns there or not, but we haven't been to the log sort area down by the water where all the logs are floating. So there's this trailer here, there's the couple of houses, and then there's that trailer down there. I don't know how close I can get to these guys either. Ooh, I got it. I got it. We could use this all the way around. Well, that wasn't as terribly difficult. I know you're starving, Ashby. That's why I just killed 2 rabbits. Okay, hammer? No. Hammer is being elusive. Alright.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, it will. Looks like we're going to build a fire outside. Oh, matches. How wonderful to find you. Alright, so let's do this. Harvest. Just going to harvest the meat real quick. And then if we can go outside and find a place to start a fire. You're next. Then we'll harvest the hides and the guts when we have time. But putting some rabbit hides down is definitely, I think, a good idea because we are fighting the cold. So if we could get some warmer gloves and if the hat will give us some more warmth. I don't know why I'm ducking. Just
I need to find a place to rest.
force of habit here. Okay, so well, let's try this right here. Feel a little better than what we did. We've managed to find some more matches. That helps. So I'm happy about that. We don't find the hammer. We still got some fishing huts to check, and we got to check everything. We got to check it all. So we need to clear out the rest of Coastal. And then if we don't find the hammer, essentially, I think I'm going to go to Timberwolf Mountain. I think that's just the next play. can harvest these at night just before sleep. Actually, seeing how we don't lose calories and we can cook this next to the fire. This will give us calories too. So let's get the cooking out of that. Oh, Astrid, you're so close. We gotta eat this. I hate eating up all my cattails. That's the other thing. If we go to Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon, we can hopefully build up a reserve. But I really need to hunt some more rabbits. That wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be. In the thought process that I thought they would be more skittish than that. You know, it would help if you cook that rabbit right there. All right, eat these. Should probably waited. Now we've got some time on this fire. Keep eating, Astrid. Crows are onto something over there. All right, let's go down to these little houses. See if maybe it's hiding down there, and if not, then we'll walk over and take a look at the log sort and look at the other fishing huts and process of elimination here. But I'm pretty certain that if we don't find it, that's the next play is to go there because it's going to give us the ability to do more clothing choices. Ash Canyon should have combat pants. I mean, backpack will help. Tons of cattails. A lot of promising things to get. Fire Striker. Ash Canyon is loaded with matches. Yeah, there's a lot of pluses in going over there. There's our little houses. Do what? Grab some more of these sticks. We burned a few. Might need to catch a nap here. Sad is I'm exhausted, but the weather's nice. There's no winning. Can't have everything at once. All right, grab a couple books. Clock radio. can't get around that way. I thought. Is there a guy up here? No. Let's be thinking of something else. Hammer isn't just hiding over here on the side. I know I'm going to miss it. I know it. It's going to make me frustrated. Alright, quick look. This is going to go out. And we need to take a little nap. So we need to keep our healing going. Alright, toss that down. Drink. Sleep for now. Might as well sleep for a few more. An hour is not long enough to keep us going. But I will take a poke outside and see if the weather's decent. We can always go sleep in that trailer. Three down. That is not going to get us far. And we can pretty much go straight down to the trailer below us. Get us a little closer. Let's get a little more rest. Actually, you know what? This is a good time to do this. And harvest both these rabbits in the dark. We don't have to watch all that animation. And then... Oh, that was satisfying, wasn't it? And we do all this now, so we don't have to go through the animation. Not that it bothers me that much, but it's the jerky motion that drives me crazy more than anything. All right, that's done. Get a drink. Now if we sleep till morning... No, go easy. We can probably sleep until it's warmer. And we got all that stuff done. It's like, gets it out of the way. Rabbits didn't last long, did they? 3 more? See what we look like. "14 days. We're hungry again.
All I can think about is food.
Why did I know you were going to say that? Here you go. Let's look in the trash can. There's a hook. We need to get you hooked up with fishing. More spray paint. Actually, if we're going to make tip-ups, we need... scrap wood. We need tackle now. We're close. Oh, it takes sticks. I thought it took scrap wood. I think it's the rabbit. The rabbit snares take scrap wood. That's fine. We need wood anyway. All right, Astrid. I'm going to feed you the crackers. We're not going to have any choice but to head back to Kwanzaa because we're out of water. Alright, it's not pretty, but we need to move. That was risky. All right, get off this hill, Esther. Get off this hill. All right, I'm pushing for this trailer. I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that where we find the hammer. And if not, it may be up here. We gotta check it all, though. Process of elimination. Can we sneak across here? Do we have to go? Gold is gonna take us. Hey, rabbit. That might be a good deal. Maybe we can sneak out and come.
Oh, so cold.
Tommy, wake up. How hard would it be to come into this trailer and find this frozen dead body, knowing that you needed to stay in here and warm up? I think that would be tough the first time or two. I think all things, you would eventually get used to it. You would become callous to all the dead bodies and everything, but I don't believe that the first few times would be easy.
Oh, I'm starving.
Girl, you and this hunger pattern thing are really, really not doing well with me. Are my rabbits gone? I was so excited about the rabbits. And now they're not here. Bummer. That was a weird stick. Sometimes there's a deer carcass in around here. Don't see it, nor do I see crows all over it. So we've got a few fishing huts to look at. All right. Let's go back inside, warm up. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit. Here, bunny rabbit. You're in a really bad spot.
Jeez, this is cold.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, you stopped. Thought I had you lined up. All right, we gotta go inside. Right now. Warm up. I'm gonna stay out here and get in trouble. Now I should have ducked.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Last time it took them a minute to spawn in. Come on, bunny rabbit. I really could use you right now. We're down to 3 cattails. It's not good. Alright, let's go out to this other fishing hut. I'm running out of options here. We're cold. We're hungry. We do have beans back at the gas station, so we're not completely out of the woods as far, or out of options. I guess I should have. We're not out of the woods either. We're not out of options yet. Oh, thank you. We've been looking all over for you. We finally found a hammer. We have a purpose. All right. Let's go to this other fishing hut. I haven't found any maple saplings, though. That's
Starting to feel numb.
frustrating. Now, there is a possibility that there's some near the entrance to Crumbling Highway. So, we may find some over there. I think we're going to have to start a fire. Come on, Astrid. Move with a purpose.
Wait. Perfect.
I don't think we need that. We're not making ammunition. All right. I feel so much better. I was really starting to get frustrated with the not finding any clue as to where that thing was. So, nice thing is we have a little bit of the supplies we need started. Would have liked to have gotten those other rabbits. How much water do we have? Not a lot. Actually, you know what? Oh. Never mind. Just cook with this. We're trying to warm up anyway. That might not be a bad idea. We may craft another one of those here before we set off. Alright. Go ahead and drink that. That's going to give us a little bit of calories. Pick that up. Pick that up. Torch. Torch. Very nice. All right. Let's head to this fishing hut. If I'm lucky, we keep the fire until we get home. We light the fire in the barrel and we cook some beans and fill our belly. And at the rate we're going, in the next episode, we're traveling to Distillation Point. There we should be able to grab at least 2 deer hides guts and meat, because there's generally 2, sometimes 3 carcasses in, was it Scruffy's Cave? Always get them mixed up. Fluffy's the one into the Bleak Inlet, and Scruffy's DP, Getchy's in the Ice Caves. So. Maisie's in the cave that leads to Sundered Pass.
Nobody needs this anymore.
So right now our biggest nemesis is sapling. I'm not sure that I remember finding any over in Mystery Lake. I know we had a bunch of birch, but maple saplings are going to be high on our list of things we need. So, and theoretically, what would be nice is to have the guts and that ready to go, and we could build 2 bows and maybe a dozen fire hardened arrows. We can make some regular arrows fine. I'm not worried about that. I want to work on the bow skills, so then we can start chasing ptarmigans and chasing rabbits and get that skill up. I think the hunting is going to be more technique than it is anything. 'Cause, I mean, I've already seen some ideas with the bears that I'm going to have to try. Had a few encounters with wolves that I think might play into. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I am. That's the part I think I'm the most excited about right now. It's got to get bow going. All right, come on. Let's get this fire going. We got beans we need to make. Yeah, there's some birch saplings right there. Start a fire, Astrid. What are you doing? There may actually be some food in the store. I know there's oats over there which we can't cook. But there may be some food over there that I haven't grabbed yet, too. Very nice, Astrid. Very nice. Tell you what, put that in there. And let's put the reclaim here. Save that for... Tell you what, go ahead. I want to save the reclaim for snares. I think there's rabbits right behind us here. 91, 83, 83. Here, that one. I think if we could make some rabbit snares, that would multiply our rabbit hides much faster. We'll be able to make arrows at least. And the beginnings of some rabbit clothing.
I think my stomach is.
Oh, did we miss it? Ah. I was trying to get over here. Oh, you know what? We have another one of you over here. Last Resort is a good name for those fish. Let's go ahead and cook these. Get our cooking skill out of this. If we can find us a pot, we'll be able to make some porridge. We haven't found that yet. Can we cook this down here? There we go. The nice thing about canned goods. I had one time I set something up on the file cabinet and it started cooking it. Like, what is going on? Didn't realize you could use that surface. You can do it next to some of the stoves too. Like the one in the farmhouse. You have canned goods and you try to set them there. And you got a fire going, it'll act like it's trying to cook them. Oh, I'm so glad to see the hammer. So happy. See it cooking still? Does it still do it up here? Yeah, so you can actually cook. If you didn't know this, this is actually still cooking over here. This one's not. This one's still warm. If I move it over, you see the steam coming out of it. So, be careful. You know what? Go ahead and eat that. We'll have the dog food and the other beans here. We know we're going to Desolation Point. We know we can leave. Oh, you know what? Drop that. We don't need that. Drop the coal. Maybe take one. Just for another cooking book. You know, that's not a bad idea. Here, let's go ahead and get water going. Yeah, that'll work. Where's the one that we have already done? There we go. Now if we read that one, that'll get us a little further along. And how are we doing on our health while we're looking at that? We're getting up there. Taking time. That's the problem with the passive healing. It is not quick. So that's why the birch bark comes in such great help for that. Alright, so we can drop that. Knowing that we can use that for the fire. Take the other one. We keep all of that. We'll need cloth in order to make the hatchet. I think I'll leave the frying pan here, and I'll just take the water skills. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Give me this back. Let's make a torch. You know what? Make a second torch. If we've got enough oil for that, let's make two. And then all of these crappier torches, we'll leave those behind. So how are we doing on weight? Not bad. I think we don't need this. I think we can drop one of these. We're light on food. I don't know if I can get them exactly where I had them. There was some clothing over here. Anyway. We're not wearing that. We're not wearing that. That or this. Shoes are a big one. We definitely need shoes. But we need clothes altogether. All right. Let's get a drink. Where are we at? Oh, it's just barely sundown. Anything else we can make another torch, but I don't think I need another torch. I don't think we can repair anything. Not anything really repairable other than the jeans, but we don't know. We're not going to replace those soon. Well, let's get us through the night and into the morning. And then that way we start the next episode off on a good foot.
Soon.
Really? All right. Let's rest soon. There's an aurora. I might read the book. Nope. "15 days, 12 minutes. We are nearly fully rested. Let's pass a little bit of time. Let's get it to daylight. Really? This is daylight? How about one more? And just for good measure. Oh, shoot. I guess I'm drinking a tea. We were out of water. All right. Sleep for 1 more hour. That'll be our save point. We're at the 1 hour mark. And there we are. And I'm glad we've exhausted everything here at Coastal. So I'm excited about going over to DP and forging. We definitely will help us out a bunch. I'm hoping we can find some maple saplings and we can start to get this run stable. I think the biggest problem right now is that we can't hang out and heal. I think PV is going to be a huge assist in that because we can just choke down birch bark tea after birch bark tea, and we'll get more of it in Ash Canyon. So I think going that direction is going to help us turn the run around, but we need to get the bow so that we can get more rabbits, more ptarmigans, and all that stuff, and that will get our skill up, and we'll be able to hunt the bear, and da-da-da-da-da, and so that's what this is all about. I'm trying to get to the steps to get to the point where we can stabilize, so yay us. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Do appreciate everybody that takes the time to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it, and appreciate it. So with that, thank you very much, and we will catch you on the next one.